Hey, it is Robyn Ellis, otherwise known as Inspired Robyn Healer, and I'm coming to you here on the 2nd of November 2023 with the November energy reading. And today I've been waiting patiently for the arrival of Amanda Ellis and Jane Delaford-Taylor's Christ Consciousness Self-Mastery Oracle deck, so I could pull a card for the month of November from not only this deck, we'll also do the Archangel Metatron like we do every month. So I've got the Metatron deck here as well. But we will start with the Christ deck. So let's see what the Christ energy wants to bring, what message for those who tune in to Inspired Robyn for the month of November 2023. We've got one card. Abundance. Look at the abundance card for November. Enjoy life fully. Good message as we head into the Christmas season next month. It's card number 51. Considering what energies are going on in the world, I'm really surprised by that card. But it's what it feels like personally for me at the moment. So it's interesting that we have that card. So I'll just try to hold it so that you can see the image that Jane has beautifully captured here. And let's see what enjoy life fully means according to the channeled message from Jesus or the Christ energy that Amanda has written for this deck. So, the path to enlightenment via Christ consciousness is not about suffering, pain, or living in fear of a spiteful God out to gain vengeance and retribution. Neither is it about having guilt for what we have or shame for enjoying ourselves. Far from it, living this way is instead about opening to the abundance and goodness of this beautiful planet and life, its rich resources, places to visit, things to see and do, and people to help. Even when we go through hard times, there will be those who step up to extend the hand of friendship or offer support in another way. The meal cooked, the children looked after, the kind and unexpected gesture, or simply a stranger's smile that is directed toward you on a gloomy day. Our animal friends can provide much companionship, affection, and healing too, showering us with unconditional love and teaching us much. These are all examples of abundance, and yet we often fail to acknowledge them as such. Taking time to stop, I feel like there's some healing coming through this card because I'm wanting to burp and unblock. Burping for me, excuse me, in healing is unblocking energetic blocks. So excuse me for that if that sounded a bit rude, but it's the shamanic healing of me coming through. And that is unblocking like probably some energetic blocks I have or the collective, those of you who are watching this message may have with regards to abundance and the simplicity of the message here of what we can view as abundance that's coming through from Christ. So taking time to stop and appreciate all that is precious helps us remember how much we have and that God has given us the birds in the sky, the fish in the sea, the animals, trees bearing fruit, night and day, and of course each other. At each point of creation, we are told God said it was good, and this life, which by nature is short, is meant to be enjoyed and savoured. It is not a trial or meant to be an ordeal. So much of how we respond to life is via our attitude and inner belief system. Ask yourself today if you're expecting and anticipating good fortune, abundance, and joy, or if you are worried, waiting for the next thing to go wrong or be taken away. Many of us have been hurt or betrayed by circumstances in life, but we must not let it taint our projections of what the rest of our time here will be like. I've been having this message big time this week. I'll explain after I finish reading this message. How we perceive life is how it is, and what seeds we throw into the future is up to us to choose and sow wisely. Are we dwelling on failure, danger, obstacles, and lack? Or are we focusing on what we still have, knowing more will be provided? The farmer, who is each one of us, must have faith in the crop and water it well with good deeds, charity, kindness, thanks, and love. In God's playground, we have been given all we need. It is ours for the taking, as long as we share and help each other along. Jesus also was present at various feasts and happy gatherings. In Cana, he turned the water into wine for the wedding guests. And this is as far from old vows of denial and abstinence as we can get. It is okay to have fun. We're going into the festive season through November, aren't we? Enjoy company, laugh, sing, enjoy good food, and celebrate all we have been given, including each other. Think about what an abundant life means to you. I've got an itchy nose, like it's near the nose, but usually that's onto something. So I'm thinking things. Think about what an abundant life means to you. It may involve free time, family, travel, a nice house, living a full and varied life, or a far simpler one. Even a monastic life is fine if it makes you happy. Take time today to stop and smell the flowers, or this month to stop and smell the flowers. Be with someone you love, appreciate friends, laugh, and be entertained. I think we need this. To feel the breeze in your hair, taste the meal at the end of the day, and find comfort from the warm bed at night. There's also a message here to balance work and play, to take time off, to recharge and relax, to plan a trip or night out, to treat yourself to something nice, or to pamper yourself and put your feet up. To live an abundant life is what we all truly deserve and what is obtainable too. So what I was getting at before, when I was feeling like part of this message, I've been seeing a lot of it this week in particular as we go into November. It's only been day 2 today. Oh, now my ear's itchy. Listen to myself. Has been like I have gone into the polarities, you could say, of this abundant mindset, from like feeling victim and feeling it's not fair on Monday as an example, and really letting it get to me, to traveling through the rest of the week. We're into Thursday now, and feeling like, wow, just how different is it when you start to actually take actions towards what you want to create and take the steps and think about the things that you want to bring in. Particularly, I've been starting already to think about next year and how I want next year to look, and the activities I want my family doing as an example. And the shift from perspective and how I think and feel about, for the example, my home and how that is, my financial situation and how that is, and what I can do about that, and how I can appreciate when it comes good, and the goodness that comes in, and when things start to roll and flow and I'm able to pay for things and do more activities or upgrade things in my home or in my life, my family's life, or go and do an activity, go have a healing, for example, as I did on Monday with somebody else. This is abundance, to really think about that, to think about the abundance of the birds that come to visit my home and talk to us. I just saw a post on Facebook of someone who had a tawny frogmouth baby sitting on her front porch and didn't know what to do about it. How cute is that? Have you ever seen a little tawny frogmouth? It's like an owl, little baby one. I think, it's just, beautiful. Anyway, hopefully they left it alone. So let's see what Metatron, Archangel Metatron, also wants to share this month. So, for those watching, Archangel Metatron, it would make me laugh if I pick the card that is also about abundance in this particular deck. For those who are watching, let's see what Metatron wants to share about November 2023. One card. Oh, Beacon. Shine on. See, shine on that light. Been getting a lot of cards today. I did a card reading for this weekend, and the violet light, had a client yesterday even that was seeing, I was seeing this golden yellow white light, and explaining that how that was the light I was seeing, and it was feeling very Christ energy coming through for her healing. And then she was seeing all of the purple and the violet light. So it's just like, it was like I was shining this, and then from her guides it was shining that. Beautiful. There's a lot of that kind of energy, and the card for Saturday had that kind of coloring in it as well. So this is Beacon card number 44, 44 being an angel number. So let's read the Shine On card message from Archangel Metatron. Master number 44 energy is linked to the angels and to you as an earth angel too. You're reminded that you are a beacon of light to the world, a place of refuge for those in the dark, and a port of call in the storm. The world needs your light as never before. Look at the raging sea of humanity struggling to free itself from thousands of years of pain, so many holding up their hands for help, and so many drowning because they find no one signaling the way home, back to their own inner light. How are we to create mass awakening and change without people like you to help us? If you realize the power of your light, you would turn it up, not try to hide it. And if you saw how many needed it, you would offer it fully. If you could see the difference your light makes to every single person you touch, you would never again doubt your true calling. You ask, but how and where and when? You block the light in you by waiting for the right time, the right circumstance, the right moment, when it is actually just about shining. Through difficult days and happy days, just shine, as you never know when it is needed and by whom. It will be noticed, it will be picked up on, and it will transmit its frequency to the right person and call forth the act of service that is needed from you. To be a beacon of light for others is to be noticed and to stand out. You cannot shine slightly. You either shine or you don't. And you do, and you will, and your light matters. It always has. You have a role just as much as anyone else. You ask, but how can the world ever change? It is by each person shining so bright that eventually the darkness diminishes. But the world needs many of you. No one can do it alone. You are all reflections of each other, building a much bigger light than you can ever imagine. Beacons lit around the world, switched on, active, joining together, feeding each other. When one person's light gets low, it is recharged by the next light beside it. Just keep passing the light and being the light. That is your role and your mission, and the angels and Metatron thank you for it. Without light workers on the ground, nothing is possible. But with each of you in place, everything is, and a new dawn can be born for the world and every living being within it. So shine your light. And I'm feeling like there might be, like just energetically, there might be some things that try to strangle us or stop us from this actual happening. And I feel like the Christ energy of letting us know how abundant we are, the abundance that we have in the littlest of things, is part of what feeds us to stay in this beacon of light energy, shining our light, shining our hope for the world, and the peace energy that we want to bring forth, and the new world that we want to bring through, the new earth that we want to bring through. Look at the earthiness of this card, the fact that we're picnicking in the forest, on the grass, in nature, and enjoying nature. Even if you are going into winter, you can get out in the snow and walk in the snow and admire the beauty of that as well. Just rug up, make sure you got all your gear on. I know what it's like. I lived in Wisconsin for a year, so I feel the cold. And yeah, so yes, stay in the light, And when it feels like the powers that be are trying to, like I'm feeling it, there'll be times when your light feels dim in November. Well, I was thinking August. In November, pass the baton along for the moment and take a break, take a rest to recoup and remember the abundance that you have, whatever little bit of things that you can be grateful for and thankful for and appreciate, so that you can refill your cup, so that you can take the baton back. We're all going to have to work together with each other on this. All of us light workers, all of us earth angels, to work together to stay in the abundance that we are, so that we can shine our light and show the world that this is a peaceful and abundant place and we don't have to be fighting it. The more of us that do that, the more bright we shine and just show that we can still, be that way despite what the choking energy and the saboteurs energetically and physically are trying to do to stop this. We work together. We work together. We pass the baton to each other. We support each other charitably, or, like buying each other's services so that we can help each other, lift each other up. So one moment we're going to be in abundance because we're getting lots of work as light workers and we're making the resources to support ourselves. And then sometimes we're going to feel depleted. Our light will dim, and our other fellow light workers that we work with, we'll go and employ them with some of what abundance we've created in the times our light shining, to go and get the help to help us refill our cup so that we can continue to shine. We're going to have to bounce off each other and support each other in that way. That's what we're here to do. And the more of us that do it, the more of us that will be becoming, and the bigger the legions of light wayers, way showers, beacons of light that there will be. That's my hope. And that's, pop in the comments, let me know, reach out to me if you agree, if you feel and you get what I mean, and you're ready to fight for this, work together and work with each other to keep shining the light and recognizing the abundance that we live in this world, despite all of that other stuff going on that tries to show us otherwise. We've got to really recognize that that's not it. That's not truth. Our truth is this. And our truth is this because we focus on what is the abundance that we have in this world. The little things, the birds, the bees, the fresh fruit and vegetables that we can grow, the friendships and the camaraderie and the light worker tribes that we can be a part of, the yoga tribes like I am, that we can be a part of, that help each other shine our light and stay in our light and stay in a place where we can feel abundance because we're feeling well and we're working on each other to feel well, mindset wise, spiritual, physical, the whole gamut. We're all working together to keep each other well and to stay beacons of light together, passing the baton to each other and keeping each other up. When we get down, we replenish each other, we shine the light again. It's a team effort. It's a team effort. There is no I in team. Let's do this. I'll leave it there. I'm here to help you, so you know where to contact me. Hop on here and send a message. My website link, inspiredrobyn.com, if you want to book a healing session. I've created some packages which I need to get up on my website at some point in time, but if you want to commit to working more regularly with me, then reach out via messenger, and I can talk to you about my packages, which I have 3-session, 6-session, and 12-session, which I'm calling the New Year's Resolution Pack, that can help you stay on track, help you see your abundance and be a beacon of light. When your light dims, you do your self-care and you go and get some help. And that would be part of it, is to indulge in either a 1 hour or 2 hour session with me in person remote or via distance, to clear the energies, clear the layers that are coming up, that are weighing you down. Do the healing work that comes up in times like this for us to heal so that we can evolve and move up the ladder and thrive in abundance. That's what we do as light workers, and that's what I do as a healer. So, particularly for those of us with chronic conditions that can get depleted quite quickly if we're not taking care of ourselves. And we know that a lot of it can be to do with emotional and stress, which we have a lot of that energetically in the world right now. So we do need to be vigilant and take care of ourselves. So I'm here to help. I have different offerings for different levels. And for those of you who are not in Australia, I do remote and distance work online. So we can connect. Provided you speak English and we can connect, we can do this together. I'm here for you. Make it a wonderful November. Make sure you're having some fun and you are counting all your wins, counting all the little things that are just beautiful in your life. And I will see you again in December, the Christmas month. Let's all get lit up and festive starting in November this year, hey? And light up this world with that bright, white, golden light and violet light to cleanse the energies that are heavy right now. The more of us doing that, the more that we can win this. Okay, bye for now.